to Project Library Planet. This time, we're really far away from home. This is Seoul, and we're visiting our long-term partners, the National Library for Children and Young Adults. Get ready for an incredible adventure. It's going to be fun. Let's go! We're now talking to Ms. Park, who is the Director of the Library Services Department at NLCY. Hello.
Hello. 안녕하세요.
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 She'll tell us about the building and where the library is located. That's a very interesting thing.
이 건물은
First of all, the library building itself was built in 1980s as a side sub-building of the National Library of Korea. And it was used as the thesis storage building later. And then in 2006, it was remodeled to become the National Library for Children and Young Adults. As you can see, the outside of the building color is yellow, which is a symbolic color of children. So we wanted to tell the users that this very building is only specialized for children. And another special thing about this library is that it is located within the park, and we wanted to show children and young adults how nature is important and to tell them how eco-friendly systems should work within their lives.
이것이 생태
So the fences you're seeing behind me is called the eco-fence. We wanted to tell the children how nature is important, as we have indicated before. And because the drawing is drawn itself by the children and they have their name on it, the children would come to the library more often. So we wanted to encourage them to come to the library to enjoy their drawings themselves too.
이 울타리도 만들었습니다.
This is a really beautiful lobby you've got here. It's got all the vegetation and the beautiful butterflies. Could you please tell us more about it?
이렇게 우리 도서관은 이용자들이
We wanted to show the users how library is comfortable and also friendly for them. So we have placed the greenery wall over there, and we also have books placed in the lobby, and also the butterfly decorations and piano is placed. All of these are placed because we wanted to show the users that library is not only for reading books, but also a cultural place where they can enjoy various cultures. So the butterflies you're seeing is actually drawn by little children who use our library. There was an artist named Mr. An Yun-mo. He is one of the Western artists in Korea, and he made children draw the butterflies one by one, and he donated the butterflies to our library. So when other children they come to our library, they will see the butterflies drawn by their peers, so they feel more friendly and more comfortable.
This is the young adult room. Over here is the ebook corner, because young people are mostly interested in ebooks, right? Over there, you can see the multiplex where you can watch DVDs. And here is the book exhibition, which is about finding a job. And now, let's talk to an actual library user and ask her what exactly she does at this library. Hi there.
Hi,
Could you tell us, what's your name first?
Juyeon.
Cool. So do you come to this library often, and what do you do here?
I come here every week to attend a volunteer program here.
Wow. What kind of volunteer program?
It's an English book reading program to young kids, so I can read English books to them.
Right, so you read English books aloud to little kids?
Yes.
Wow, wonderful. Do you do anything else here? Do you study or just read for fun?
I sometimes came here last year to read books because they have a lot of books and for education purposes.
What kind of books do young people in Korea read?
For me, I like just fictions, so that's what I often read, but I think they read a big variety of books, like from science to non-fiction to fiction.
And when you read to the kids in English, how does it feel?
At first, I was really worried that they won't really understand well because it's English, but a lot of the times they were really good, and it felt good because I was sharing my ability to speak English, and I was helping the kids learn, making them like reading books, which is what I like.
Lovely. So is that why you're doing it? To share your knowledge with the younger kids?
Yes, that's one of the reasons why I'm doing it, and I also do it because it's just so nice to see young kids, and it's hard to find a volunteer program like this because you can really engage here in this library.
The kids that you read to, how old are usually they? Like kindergarten age?
They're from kindergarten to young elementary school students, so 9 to 11, somewhere there.
And so such young kids can already understand and speak English?
They can understand a little bit, but we still translate them in Korean and make them read it once again in English, just so that they fully understand it.
Right. What kind of books do you read to them? Fairy tales?
Oh, it's just picture books, so that it's not that difficult and it's short, so we can just read it in no time.
Lovely. This is the NLCY Multimedia Room. People can come here to use the computers, which they have to book in advance to get a seat. They can use the e-databases and all sorts of electronic resources. Right next to here is the Audiovisual Room, where interactive children's programs take place. The NLCY has lots of interactive features that children and young adults can use. For example, this kiosk here. This kiosk does lots of cool stuff. You can watch a movie here or play games. But the best thing is the digital coloring book. I can make a blue crab. I'm sure kids are better than this.
The National Library for Children and Young Adults was established in 2006,
June 28th,
under the Ministry of Culture and Sports and Tourism, and also under the National Library of Korea. Under the vision of opening the future of children and young adults, the NLCY has been putting a lot of efforts for reading promotion and also strengthening the library services for children and young adults. So the main project that are specialized to young adults is the library adventure by bookworms aged 13 to 18. And the second one is the library treasure box. And the third one is reading to make come true. The library adventure program is targeting middle school and high school students who are ages 13 to 18. So it's a reading cultural program for them. So it is the main purpose of this project is to make able for middle school students to establish self-direct reading habits. We do a special contest through all targeting all the schools, and we select only a few of them. And the programs specifically that are operated through this project is the book concert and meeting with authors. As of 2017, we have 102 schools participating and 2,000 students joining our program. The Library Treasure Box is an outreach program targeting students that are living countryside in the farming and fishery villages. The third project that I would like to introduce is named Reading to Make Come True. This is a program that supports students who are outside of the school fences. There are organizations called youth shelters where these kind of students who are outside the school fences, they go instead of schools. And we are supporting 16 public libraries and 18 youth centers to operate this kind of Reading to Make Come True project. The other projects that we have is for librarians and teacher librarians for them to strengthen their ability. And also we have exchange and cooperation projects domestically and internationally. Since 2006, our establishment, we have been implementing a lot of workshops for librarians to strengthen their professionalism. And we also have a council named the Library Service Council for Children and Young Adults. Through this council, we get all the librarians gathered and conduct researches, and the results will be shared through various medias to all the librarians nationwide. So we have a training project for overseas librarians. It's called a training project for ASEAN children's librarians. We invite librarians from 10 ASEAN countries. So far we have invited 138 librarians from that country. One of the international cooperation projects that we have is the International Symposium, and we are conducting exchange programs not only with Russian State Library for Young Adults, but also the National Library Board of Singapore, and also the International Youth Library in German.
The interiors of the NLCY are decorated by a large number of paintings. A lot of them are made by the children, the patrons of this library. This space is a separate exhibition space, and right now there is an exhibition about Hangul calligraphy, the Korean alphabet, by Master Lee-san and the students of his school. Let's ask the master to tell us more about the exhibition.
5월은 우리 한국에서 가정의 달이라고.
In celebration of the month of family, which is May in Korea, we wanted to share children's poems drawn by the calligraphers, and we made a collection of works, and we are exhibiting right now. As we grow up, we tend to forget about writing poems or children's poems, so we wanted to remind the adults about how beautiful the children's poems are. So this exhibition can be divided into two big parts. The first part is about the children's poems, and the second part is the Hangul pattern. Hangul is the Korean alphabet, and we made cushions or umbrellas, so we displayed the merchandises together with the exhibition. Of course, the first reason it's because it's the children's library, and children's poem is actually for children, so that's the first reason. And the second reason is he wanted to tell children how Hangul, the Korean alphabet, is important and the meaning of the alphabets. So that's why he chose the library.
The designs from the exhibition are printed on little cards, and there are markers here so children can color the designs. We've had a great day here at the NLCY. We've seen the library building and the park around it. We've met wonderful librarians, a library volunteer, and even an artist. We've learned calligraphy. And as you can see, if you go up the stairs to the 4th floor, you can burn 10.8 calories. I think I might have burned about 500 today. Take care and see you on Library Planet.